Why is there doubt? Is there doubt in the minds of the disciples? Because there are so many scams out there that he wanted to be sure that Jesus was the real deal. But the important thing here isn't who had the doubts or why they had doubts. The important thing is, what did they do with their doubt? They went to Jesus. They went to Jesus with their doubts and with their questions. It's okay to have doubts and questions. Everyone does from time to time. The important thing is what we do with that doubt. Well, when we go to Jesus, we see that he patiently, lovingly, joyfully gives us those answers, as he did for these disciples when they ask him, "Are you the one who was to come, or should we expect someone else?" Jesus replied, "Go back and report to John what you hear and see. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor. Blessed is anyone who does not stumble on account of me." So the first thing he does when Christ shows us his credentials is he points to his works. Look at the things that I am doing, the miracles that I'm doing, not privately, but publicly. All these people can testify to the fact that these men and women were sick, but now they're healed. Lifelong disabilities are cured. He says, look at all of these things that are happening and all of the things that I am doing. Look at what Christ has done. That's the first credential he provides for them. Look at what I have done. And that's where we start too, with our doubts and with our skepticism. When we go to Jesus, we look at the things that he has done, these miracles that he has performed, that were witnessed. We look at his crucifixion, that was high profile and very public. His resurrection, which was publicly verifiable and witnessed by hundreds of people over the course of several weeks. You look back and see what Jesus has done, and he's happy to show you his credentials. Those are the works of Jesus that show that he is who he says he is. Anyone can claim to be supernatural or divine. Anyone can say that, but only Jesus backs it up with what he has done. He says, look at my works. The blind see, the lame walk, the deaf hear. But more than that, Jesus is also driving these disciples into the scriptures. He says, don't just look at my works, look also at the word. Because those miracles that were done weren't just miracles of kindness or acts of kindness to people and helping people. They were also the fulfillment of prophecy. He's driving them back into the words of the prophets that foretold a Messiah. Words like Isaiah 35, that was our first lesson this morning. They will see the glory of the Lord, the splendor of our God. Strengthen the feeble hands, steady the knees that give way. Say to those with fearful hearts, be strong, do not fear. Your God will come. He will come with vengeance, with divine retribution. He will come to save you. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened, and the ears of the deaf unstopped. Then will the lame leap like a deer, and the mute tongue shout for joy. It says, look at the word. I'm showing you my credentials that I am the Christ. I am the real deal. He even points to the life and work of John the Baptist as further proof that he's the fulfillment of prophecy, saying that this is the one about whom it is written, I will send my messenger ahead of you who will prepare your way before you. That's from the prophet Malachi, chapter 3. His message for John and for John's disciples was clear. Look at my works. Look at the word.